What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel Survive to Thrive. We just went on a little camping trip with the family. The wife took the kids swimming while I go ahead and start packing the motorhome up. It's a mess in here. When you got 3 kids and a motorhome that doesn't have bunks, kind of gets a little clustered, a little messed up in here, but see how we have it. The way we have it though is we gave Regan, our youngest, our 6-month-old, we gave her the entire master bedroom back here because the master bedroom is the only room in this, and the only area in the motorhome that you can shut off. So we gave her that room so it was quieter for her. But yeah, so there's her pack and play right here. Worked out well, but then the rest of us, typically, the adults stay in here. But so what we ended up doing was, the 2 older kids slept right here. They fit on here just fine. They got the one toddler mattress and the other toddler mattress, and both our kids fit on there just fine. And then my wife actually slept down here and with that mattress. And this one right here, this is a queen size bed up here, this top bunk, but when it starts to get kind of, as you can tell, it slopes down up there, gets a little cramped for 2 people. So I was up here, and thank God these Jaycos have a pretty high weight rating on these overhead bunks. That's a good thing. But yeah, so now we're just getting ready to, like I said, I got to pack it all up, and we're going to take it home, get it cleaned out, and then I've got a load I'm picking up tomorrow. And we'll just, start the week tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy all packed up and ready for transport. It's been a really beautiful stay here. We're at the KOA up here in Sunbury, Ohio. A lot of you guys know where Sunbury is because of the truck stops in Sunbury. But yeah, we're up here in Sunbury right now. I had a wedding to go to. My brother-in-law was getting married. So, like I said, we made a weekend out of it. Came up here, camped out. I really need to clean that underside of the awning. I don't know how you clean the underside of the awning though, because when it's out, that's the only way you can clean it, but then there's nothing to push back on it. I don't know if the pressure washer will, I guess the pressure washer might do something for it. But yeah, it's really like I said, it's a real beautiful campground. They got all different sections here. It's cool too, they got little cabins here that are actually built into the bed of like an old, like 40s commercial truck. It's got the duals on the back of it and everything, and they made a little cabin on it with air conditioning and everything. First thing is first though, I'm going to go ahead and slide the slide in. That way it makes it easier to access everything on that side when I put it all away, like the water and electrical and all that stuff. Simple as that. And the wife put this up here. It's a decoy hornet's nest. And apparently it's supposed to scare away bees and wasps and things like that. Didn't really work. Just in case anybody's wondering if this would be something good to have, it really doesn't work. I knew it wouldn't, but the wife was optimistic, to say the least. Now what we need to do, I'm not really a big fan of how they set this this specific site up. To get all the way back here and reach electrical and everything. I didn't know it, but they put the sewage dump right in the center of the motorhome, like right in the center of the lane. So I'm like currently, my drive axle is almost over top the sewage dump right now. So I have to actually drive forward and then hook up my sewage to dump it out. So now I got to go ahead and retract the hydraulic landing gear. And just like that, she's got all the weight on all 6 tires now. So let's go ahead and pull her forward a little bit so we can hook up that sewage. And last but not least, before you close up the sewage, you always want to make sure you flush it out with something on the flusher pedal on the toilet. That way you flush, that way the water pushes anything disgusting through the hose, you know? So I got, since nobody else is here right now, I've got a block of wood, and we're gonna use that to weigh down the pedal and flush everything out. All right, that pretty much does it. We've got everything secured. And step must be off. Turn the step on here. Got the awning rolled in, got the sewage put away, electrical put away, water hose put away, slide is slid in. I say she's ready to be driven down the road. All right, now we're gonna get out of this campsite. Landing gear up? Yes, it is. I had to think for a second, but yes, the landing gear for the hydraulic leveling jacks are up. We're good to go. It really is beautiful back here. These trees. Never fails though. The one time I don't bring my Jeep, there are 2 people on, 2 campers on either side of me had really nice lifted older LJ and TJs. So with the 4-liter, would have been nice to, could have been Jeep pals, you know? All right, let's go. Woo. Oh, I got a little muddy here last night. And something fell. All right. Cabin here you can rent. Old farm tractor. Yeah, we were in what was called the backwoods. Pretty back there. Oh, hush up, Mr. Seatbelt warning. Not even out of the park yet. But yeah, that's the gist of the park right there. Like I said, it's not a huge campground, but it's a nice one. I mean, it's pretty good size. Don't get me wrong. It's a relatively decent sized campground, just not huge. Nice Class A right there. Not time yet, but they have inflatables that go in that pond right there. You can see them deflated over on the shore. But yeah, probably during the Memorial Day rush, that's when they will open all that stuff up. Got your friendly neighborhood dog taking a poo. Figure you guys might like to see that. Alrighty. Well guys, we're taking the motorhome back to the yard right now, and I'm gonna go get my truck. And I think they've got everything done on it that I wanted them to get done. So it should look pretty good. We'll see when we get there. I'm anxious to see how it looks though. Yeah, so we had to do some juggling around. It started off, I brought the motorhome to Keith's because I couldn't get the oil changed like I wanted to out here because it was too windy. I didn't have a good place to bring the motorhome indoors to do it, so they offered to do it for me. I already had all the supplies for it, so I just brought it over there. And then I couldn't do it that day, so they gave me a loaner truck. And then I parked that loaner truck over here at the yard with my Jeep. And then I dropped my semi-truck off there last week, picked up the motorhome, used it this weekend. Now I've got the motorhome back here at the yard, picking up the loaner truck, pickup truck, and then going back up to the yard, well, back up to Keith's and get my truck. So a little bit of juggling, but we're getting it done. All right, well, we're here at the truck right now. Sorry for the wind. It's really windy today. Seems like it's been super windy this year. I don't know why. But anyway, here at the truck right now, they've got the new stuff on it. And it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. Let me, so I'll show it to you here. Just kind of taking her in myself. It's got the new bumper on it. It's got some new mud flap hangers on the back with the LED lights in it. And it'll look a little strange on the back because apparently, I mean, I understand it, I've heard it before, but they had to have a couple incandescent bulb lights on the flaps so that it didn't interrupt the flow of electricity, or however that works, with when you have too many LEDs and no incandescent bulbs in the line. I don't know how that works, but they had to leave a couple incandescent bulbs on, but it still looks decent. They put a couple nice ones on. So anyway, here it is. All new bumper. It's got the LED clear lights on it. Does look really good. Man, that's crazy wind. Yep, I like that. Let's see. All right, cool. That looks so much cleaner than just having those little pods hanging off there. I like that a lot. Yep, I like that a lot. It looks good. All right, here we are. We're pulling into Campbell's right now. I'm a few minutes late. I had a unexpected issue with the truck when I picked it up. Nothing major, so had to get that sorted out. But we're here now. Yeah, I'm only about 20 minutes late, so it should not be a big deal. I think I can be in the inside lane here. They'll yell at me if I can't. Here we go. Alright, we just got to go to 112. I just got to wait for them to open the gate. There we go. Oh, come on. Here we are. Anybody that hasn't been here to Campbell's and Findlay, all you do is you drop your door in a trailer and then you bobtail to the bobtail section, a lot like a Walmart. I sees it. I sees it. Right there. Alright, let me go get those doors open. You know, I wasn't sure how I was going to like it with the 2 incandescent light bulbs. But it actually still gives it a pretty clean look, so it's not too bad. And I went ahead and deleted the reverse lights just cause. And that is a really nice Kenworth. That green is awesome on that truck. Really like that color. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner, I guess, and just wait to get loaded. Like I said, I was a few minutes late. They didn't say anything about it, so who knows? I was a few minutes late compared to what it said on the Raycon. Sometimes, though, these brokers will put down your appointment time is actually 30 minutes before your appointment for these types of situations. So maybe my appointment was actually 6. I don't know. I don't know if they do that here or not, but anyway, I'm gonna go make some dinner. getting a little pricey out here today, boys. Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful morning here. Let's go inside and get some coffee. Get the day going, shall we? All night I was the only truck here. It's a little, well, it says it's a truck stop anyway on Trucker Path. I'm up here in Northeast, the town Northeast, PA. It's funny because, of course, Northeast PA is actually the most Northwest PA you can be. But anyway, I'm in Northeast PA. Just stopped here to take my break over the night, and yeah, it's just nobody here. It's a quiet truck stop. They are closed at night, but it was a quiet place to take my break. So that's good. They have a Subway here, and I was going to get a wrap. A Subway wrap. They sounded good for breakfast, but they don't open until 10:30. And I want to be on the road as soon as my clock allows me, which will be about 10. So I don't want to stick around here for a whole 30 minutes more than I need to. Right now, though, I'm just letting the truck warm up. I like to let the truck warm up for about 45 minutes at least every morning. More than that if it's cold outside. Make sure the oil gets warm, all that good stuff. But yeah, well, last night I realized after I got the truck back from the shop that I don't know if they had to get into the dash to wire in the new bumper lights to the running lights. They may have, but when I got the truck back and I turned the lights on last night at night for the first time, my water temperature gauge and my air pressure gauge, neither one of those lit up. So while I'm here, I'll just go ahead and take that panel off the dash real quick and see what I can see if maybe those lights are really easy to, they just kind of pop out sometimes if you take the panel off and don't pay attention to it when you put it back in. The lights will just kind of pop out pretty easily, but we'll see if that's the case. It's kind of strange though that just those two went out at the same. I mean, they're LEDs, so they're not going to go out, but it's just kind of strange that those two stopped working all of a sudden. So bit of too much of a quinky dink for me, so we're going to check it out and see what the deal is. That kind of figures. Every angle but the one that I need works. I guess I should start off by saying what the deal is. There's a break in the wire somewhere, and when I got the light on the coolant gauge to work, which is good. That's, if I have to choose between the two of them, that's the one that I want working. But if you move the wires or play with the wires going into the back of the socket for the light, they flicker. And then the air pressure gauge light, if you mess with that wire just a little bit, then if you mess with that wire just a little bit, then it does the same thing, and the light shuts off. So there must be a broken wire inside the sheathing. I won't worry about it right now, but I can get the light to work if I point it so that the wiring and the light is facing this way or that way. But as soon as I make it so that the light is pointing in the right direction to put back into the gauge, it quits. So I don't think I'm gonna get that light working. It's not right now. Why would the wiring for both of those light bulbs go bad at the same time? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, right there's a bulb. Yeah, right here's a bulb. And then right underneath is a bulb. And now neither one's working again, dang it. That just weird. What the hell's going on? Uh-oh. Now my RPM gauge just dropped. There it goes. They must have been in there. Huh. Okay. I need to get me some of those finger screws for the dash panels. Got about 325 miles to go. I'm gonna be to the target. I'm basically just planning on taking another 10-hour break there so I can make my next appointment with a fresh clock in Baldwinsville, New York. To pick up a party load, picking up a load of beer. So yeah, picking up a load of beer and taking it down to Randolph, New Jersey, and then I'm picking up a load 15 miles from there, going up to New Hampshire. But they're paying really good, so we'll make her work. Just getting this last screw on here, and I guess instead of a Subway wrap for breakfast, I'll go have some fruit from the Frigidator. Well, the water temperature light's working, and my RPM gauge is back working again. So that's good. But yeah, the wiring is just too messed up for some reason on the air pressure gauge. I don't know how that happened. They're not even, you know, the water temp and the air pressure gauge, the lights are independent of one another. They're not even wired into each other, so to speak. So I don't know, man. I don't know why they both just magically stopped working. They had to have been in here, and we're messing with the wires to get the new bumper lights that I showed you wired into the running lights. They had to be. So if they were, I might give them a call and ask them if they were, and then see if they can just go ahead and put some new wiring in for that light when I'm in there sometime. It ain't a big deal. Like I said, if I'm gonna have one gauge out of those two work, I'd rather it be the water temp gauge light, because I at least know that my buzzer works for the air pressure gauge. And if my air pressure gets too low, my buzzer will let me know. But periodically though, I can just turn on my light at night and look at the gauges. That's what I do anyway. When I have a light out on a gauge, is I'll just turn on my interior light and check it over and make sure that the gauge is still where it should be. Right in my dashboard. So what would you guys call these? A pair? Or a pairs? I got a pair of pairs. Okay, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That was... I'd like to say that was funnier in my head, but it really wasn't. Alright, enough of the dad jokes. Let's get on up the road. Look at that beautiful sky out there, not a cloud. It's time to get our butts on that road. Oh no, I'm rolling backward. Actually, I really shouldn't roll backward. Alright, let's see. I hope y'all are prepared for DOT Blitz week, baby. I just had my truck and my trailer inspected at the shop, and it passed. So we will, doesn't mean I want to get pulled over and find out how good my shop techs are, but gives me a little bit of a little bit of confidence. Ah, crap, I need to get over. Philly. I need to get over a lane so I can turn. He's got to be right there, doesn't he? That was a pretty skilled move right there, Mr. Motor Guy. See if I can be as good going around you. Oh, yeah. Look at that water out there. That's Lake Erie. And it's beautiful. Look at that sky. We are in Fultonville, New York right now. We just passed that TA off of the thruway. And we are about 8 miles from Target. This is I've never been to this Target before, but there's a Walmart up here in Johnstown, New York, I've been to a couple of times. We're going to drive right by there. This guy ain't making it easy on me here. not going right by the Walmart. We're going the other way up here. The Walmart's to the left, and we're going to the right. But I put it in for State Highway 5 and not State Highway 5S. So, yeah. It took me to Amsterdam, but I ended up having to find a new route around the river. And here we are. But the bottom line is we made it, so we're good. I've been here before. Maybe I have. I feel like I think that's where we park at when we drop our trailer. It's in that lot to the right. I don't know for sure. We'll see. Gotta get out my T number here. Every Target you go to, you deliver to, you have a delivery confirmation number that always starts with a T. If you don't have that, you ain't getting in. I saw it on here earlier, so I just got to find it on the rate con here. Here, big, got it. How you doing? Pretty good, man. Yourself?
Good. What's your name, please?
Yeah, Corey. K-H-O-R-I.
K-H-O-R-I. Different one.
Yes, sir.
Last name, Corey.
Carnes with a C.
Yep.
A-R-N-E-S.
What state is your license issued
Ohio.
Are you loading, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and pull forward, Corey, and I'll see you on the way out, okay?
Thank you. Well, my name is spelled the way it is. Every place I go to and I have to give them my name, they always say, well, that's different. Verbatim. Well, that's different. Every time. Sometimes they just don't get it right 2 or 3 times in a row, and I just tell them spell it however you want to. I'm like, yeah, whatever works for you, as long as you get the last name right. Good thing about this little slow down pulling into here is it gives my turb skis enough time to cool off a little bit before I get up to the window, because you have to shut your truck off when you pull up to the Target guardhouse. But yeah, I followed the GPS, and the GPS took me to where I said to go. I just entered it in wrong. Like I said, I was going to Highway 5S, not State Highway 5. So, you know, at least it brought me to Amsterdam, and it was easy enough to fix the mistake. Right. How you doing? Pretty good.
Paperwork there?
Yes, ma'am. There you go.
And your T number.
Yep. Whenever you're ready for it.
Go for it.
T38-029-430-177.
Copy the paperwork for you just for coming in the yard.
Okay.
Okay? Even though you're live, you're dropping in the trailer, you're going to drop it in G7.
Okay.
You're going to unhook your bobtail over by door 240, park in the parking space over there. Take this paperwork in the office. On the way out, you'll give us this paper back because it can't stay in there while they're unloading you.
Okay.
There's a map here in the back if you need it.
All right.
The G-row is here around the corner, right-hand side, about halfway down your yard.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
G7 240.
All right. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
this is the kind of target that makes you wait off-site, technically. Most targets that you go to, they have parking up there by the check-in office, and that's where they tell you to park. That's where they tell you to sit and wait. And you know, you're on site. You know, you drop your trailer like I did, and then you go park in the bobtail section, a lot like you would at a Walmart. But at this one, they make you leave. Now there is that gravel lot that I showed you coming in, and he said I can park there, but it's technically not on site, so to speak, because it's outside of the parameter. It's outside of the guard shack line, and if that's full, then it's full, and I got to go find somewhere else to park if I can't find a place in there, because that's also where their daily that's where people park their cars too that work here, that drive day cabs for companies that are contracted with Target Freight. So it's not just bobtails that are live loading, it's everybody is parked there. So if it's full, then I have to go somewhere else. And see, at that point, to me, it ceases to be a live unload. At that point, it's a drop trailer. If I have to leave the property, it's a drop trailer. In my opinion, anyway, I can't talk. Holy cow. Enunciate. There we go. So yeah, I gotta leave the property, and hopefully I can find a spot up here. It looked a little bit busy though, so we'll see. Gonna go around there and park. Yep. Okay. Pretty good.
Grab your DOT number quick. You're all set. Have a good night.
I appreciate you too. Right here. Might be able to get in there. Golly, it's rough. There's four-wheelers everywhere in here. Okay. Gosh, man. That's what I have to do. But yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, if they make you leave the property, it's a drop trailer at that point. I don't know. I don't like being. I don't like doing drop trailer loads. I just don't. I like to be at least close enough to my trailer that I can check on it as they're doing what they have to do. That's just me. I don't know. That's just how I am, I guess. But that's about all there is to it. That's all there is to this video. Yeah, I mean, like, the nearest truck stop around here is like 10 miles away. You know, that's the annoying thing to me, is the nearest truck stop's about 10 miles away from here. So if this lot was full, even though I'm just bobtail, there's not really anywhere around here that's probably very welcoming to trucks, even without a trailer. So I'd have to bobtail all the way back to the truck stops, and then bobtail all the way back here when they call me to tell me I'm done. And it's just, at the cost of fuel, 20 miles is 20 miles. Tremendous waste of gas, or tremendous waste of fuel. And like I said, when you're that far away, it's a drop trailer. It just is, in my opinion. Anyway, that's enough of the rant right there. You all have a good one out there. I guess this will be the end of the video. You all have a good one out there. Be safe. Continue to survive and thrive. I hope, in spite of what's going on right now, everybody's able to at least survive. You know, make a buck out there. But yeah, you all have a good one out there. Stay safe, and we will talk to you guys in the next video.